Yo, what's up? This ground is hard as a rock still, even with the rain. We're gonna do some carp fishing. Hopefully catch some. There's a whole bunch over here. What's up, bro? Gonna try to catch some carp. Corn. Gotta throw some chum. Some chum. Maybe we'll get lucky. Sounds good. No, we're gonna try to catch some carp today. We may fail. They're all in here right now. Yesterday there were so many, but they're still here. I don't know how many now, but there was hundreds yesterday. There's so many carp. They're all huge, so that's why I want to try to catch some carp today. I haven't gone carp fishing in a while. Threw some corn out there, some chum. Uh-oh, my bag's blowing away. I gotta come back. Chase down my bag. I'm gonna try here first though, because this is where I know they're at. This wasn't the original spot I wanted to go, but I know they're here. Hopefully I don't pull my pole in the water if they eat it. Alright. Let's check my drag. Ooh, that's tight. So I threw this out right where I threw a bunch of corn chum. And then I'm going to throw out a night crawler also. Let's see which one wins, if any. Let's throw some more chum. Chum. Hello, Ruin. How you doing? Welcome back. All right. I'm going to cast this one out a little bit further because there's lots. I can see one right there, actually. But I'm hoping they come up for that one right there. They're everywhere. Just started trying to catch some carp. They're all over in here. We'll see if we can get one. Check the drag too. Alright, that should be good. That should be good. Alright, we got 2 lines out for carp. We may not get any of them, but yeah, they're either spawning or they're eating all the other fish's eggs. I don't know, they're just everywhere in here right now. Hoping to get lucky. Size 2, I believe. I'm just trying to catch them. These are just your common carp. There's a ton of action right there. I've seen them swimming all over the place. The only problem is it's super weedy. Super weedy. I don't even know if I can use this bait caster today. I was going to cast, but the problem is it's so weedy. I haven't used my bait caster in so long. I'm gonna bird's nest it. I got new line on there, so we'll see how long it takes me to bird's nest it. I gotta make sure I pay attention to my actual rods too. Nice. Hey, well, thank you, Chaos Goat. Let's see if it's set up though. It's gonna bird's nest on the first cast. Well, that was right into the water. I might have to put on the what do you call it? It's like the, God, I forgot, was it like a skinny dog or something? It's like a weedless Sarah spook. I haven't used a bait caster in so long. It's been like 2 months. Oh, see that right into a pile of crap out there. I got the clicking chicken on. I don't know if we're going to be able to click anything with this weeds. Nice. Good luck, Chaos Goat. Definitely be looking forward to that. What was that cast? I don't know. Tell me. What was it? It's going to go right into the weeds again. Watch. Yep, right there. I'm going to have to switch. Unless I can get a better what do you call it, angle on something with no weeds. No making fun of my casting abilities. It's not allowed. If I catch a fish, it could get bad though with these 3 lines out. We may have a huge tangle. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. I gotta put that little whatever dog on. It's called like something or other. Let me see if I can find it once. Yeah, DC's nice. I'm not a huge bait caster person, so I need all the help I can get, you know. I don't want to mess with it. I do have a normal one at home, but don't really care for it. Well, I should say I haven't even tried it yet, but this guy. It's like a weedless Azera spook. I don't know if it's going to be able to cast it with this thing. We'll find out. Man, I see carp everywhere, but we still have not got... Oh, I got a bite. Hang on. I saw my rod twitch a bit on the corn. We had a couple of quick twitches on it. Nothing big, but definitely was something, doing something to it. I don't see it anymore. It can happen very quick. And if they run like they did in the river, it's going to be over. I mean, that's true. There's nothing really technically weedless. Even weedless stuff is, you know, still catching weeds. Or people will say snag free. That's not true either. Yeah, I don't know how many actual bass or anything might be over there with the amount of carp that are sitting here, but I'm really hoping we can catch a carp. Yeah, double tap that screen, guys. Let's see. No bird's nest. Dude, there's massive ones out there. I think I have to cast it a little bit further out there. Let me recast one of this because I see a whole party of a bunch going on. There's a whole party going on out there. Like, there's just swirls and huge fish out there. So we'll see. They eat the eggs and stuff when they spawn. Right about there looks good. I'm not gonna pull it too tight because I just want it to kind of fall where it was. Man, he's coming way up there on the shore. I did chum it up there, so hopefully they'll come over there too. They're all in here though. That doesn't mean anything though. I'm just hoping we can get lucky. That's why I got the corn and the worms. But he's right on the shoreline over there. Literally right on the shoreline. I don't know if I can get him. He's right there, massive one. I think he saw me. Dude, that thing is like 2 times as big as the one that I caught in the river. Okay, I'm gonna recast this, even though I chummed it up out there. I'm still gonna recast it. It's like a weird place to fish. There's so many weeds. It's kind of like a, I don't know, Russian roulette of fishing, kind of. Corn and a worm. I could try that when I reel it in next time. There's a ton of them though. The odds have to be in our favor. Oh my god, they're all eating my corn right there. Come on. There's a whole bunch right there. There's 1, 2. There's at least 2 right where I threw the chum. Oh, wait. Is he eating it? Either they bumped my line or they're eating it. Man, they're huge. There's a whole bunch. I don't know why I'm like whispering. Probably because there's other people next to me. Don't want to distract them. I don't know if you guys can see them though. They're swimming right at the surface. How many subs you have? So let's start there. How many subs you got? Hey, what's up, Christopher? It's funny, they were all over there when I casted my worm, and now they all came over here, and I cast it here and they all left. Did have a couple movements in my line though. They're still there. He's eating all the corn. I think the chum worked. Let me redo this one. I think it's easier to fish right there anyways. I'm gonna put corn on this one too. Let's see. Put a little corn with the worm. Hopefully we can get one of these big suckers. These things are massive. The one in the river was like 4.5 pounds. These are probably 10 plus pounds over here. It's actually kind of crazy. Yeah, a little different today. Trying to catch a giant carp. We might get lucky, we might not. Alright, we got worm and corn. Right there. That looks like a good spot. Okay, hang on. I gotta tie my shoe. I just untied it. What if I got two on at the same time? That would be freaking crazy. Alright, let's throw a little bit more chum. The chum bucket. Alright, we gotta bring some in here eventually. There I fix it. I don't have bread, unfortunately. I'm doing good, Christopher. How about yourself? No, they're not expensive. They're the cheapest ones I could find. Holy crap, that's gotta be like a 20-pounder right there. Jeez. That is like a 30-inch, two 30-inch carp right there. They gotta find my food. I might say goodbye to my reel though. One of them. This one especially. If anything bites it and runs, we'll do this. Trying to save it a little bit. Yeah, they're all over here. Yesterday, when I stopped, yeah, he's right there. They gotta find it eventually. You would think. Yeah, yesterday there was hundreds everywhere, all the way up on the shore here. I probably could have just... They're getting closer though. Nice, good to hear. Good to hear everyone's doing... Oh my God. Look at how big these fish are. Please, fishing gods, give me one of them. There's so many. That one is at least probably 30, 32 plus inches swimming there, maybe 36 inches. Gotta get them to bite though. That's weird. I mean, I could probably change the camera and maybe try to get a better view of it, but oh, the sun went away. It was easier to see them with the sun. All the swirls out there, though, are all fish. If you can see the swirls, those are all carp. They're everywhere. It's maddening and sickening at the same time. It's maddening because there's so many, and yet I have only had a tiny little nibble. Nice, Kobe. If the sun comes out and I can see him, I'll try to zoom in with the other camera angle. I want you to see how big these are. Wait, is my line moving? I can't tell if it's the wind or my line. I'm getting all paranoid now. I think it's just the wind. Alright, the key now to catch fish is to distract ourselves, right? Somehow. We've got to just like turn around. Just pretend we're not here. Man, like, I'm afraid to just cast because that's usually when they'll bite. Let's see if I can cast this thing. I don't know if I have it adjusted quite right, I mean. Try with a bobber. I can try that too in a second here. This is a weedless zero spook. Doesn't really, it does a little walking of the dog, but it's not like amazing. In a way, it's kind of like a tube frog. Problem is there's so many carp, I don't think anything's here unless I can like launch it across the way and get a bite over there. My original plan, God, they're all right there too. He's right on the shoreline. They're literally like mocking me. They're going everywhere. No, he's right there again. Carp are good eaters, man. They should be able to find it. Unless they're not eating. I mean, they could be spawning, but you still think they'd eat. The whole place is just cloudy with mud because they're just doing all kinds of stuff over here. Hey, what's up, Drew? Trying to do some carp fishing. They're everywhere again. Let's see if I can see some more. There's a huge glare. I have to bring my glasses. If the sun comes out, you can see them really good. But yeah, I threw a bunch of chum out. We'll see. I'm not expecting a miracle. I was just hoping, though. Yeah, everywhere you look, there's just swirls of like giants. This whole area from... Oh. My line just got bumped. That was either a fish swimming through my line. Oh, that's my other line. Both of them moved. I don't know if they actually are eating it or they're swimming through the line, you know. But it was that one and then that one. So maybe they just swam through it. Seemed like a pretty good hit though. Whoa, jeez. Nothing there. Nothing there, and my corn is gone. Interesting. Interesting. Definitely was something though. Really nice. Which is crazy to think because there's so many carp here. Well, I think we just got stripped. A carp stripped us, I think. Because all the corn is gone. I didn't do anything with it either. I don't know how they stripped it without even like pulling it a little bit more than that one yank. That's odd, very odd. Try it again. Hey, please don't spam. We can see that you said hi 1,000 times. Hey, thanks for the sticker. Appreciate that. Alright. We're kind of like back in that same area now. I don't know. I got excited there. I thought that was the one. I'll be happy if I just catch one. But it will probably end up being none. Hey, what's up, Dirty? So I think the biggest one I saw was about 36 inches for a carp. That would be insane. Plus all this vegetation is going to be brutal. We'll see if we get one though. Oh my God, look at those swirls out there. Come eat my corn. I feel like they should be able to find it. It's completely murky in there, but you know how carp are. Nice. I haven't played PS5 in ever. Mostly because Call of Duty started to suck. Well, this is a good bait here. It hasn't got any weeds, but won't matter. I'm telling you, man, if you guys were here, you'd wonder how I haven't caught a carp yet with how many carp are here. I've never seen so many carp in my life in one centralized location. Hey, what's up, Amber? Welcome in. No, we're doing some carp fishing today, hoping to get a bite. There's just tons of them here, so we'll see. Probably not, though. Definitely hit my rod at least once. You think there'd be a bass right there. Nice little frog type lure here. I don't even want a bass today though. I want a carp. I want that 36-inch carp that's swimming around down there, but I don't know. They come and go like all over the place. The Raccoon River in Iowa is insane. Nice. You got 25 carp in one day? That's crazy. Yeah, they're literally right there on the shoreline, kind of mocking me. Right there. They can't really see me, so I'm not worried about that. It's that murky. Wait, there's one right there. Okay, he just turned left towards my line. There's a lot of like bubbles and stuff coming up right where my lines are. That's where I threw all that chum in there too, so you'd think they've either cleared it out completely or they're still searching for the stuff down there. Thanks, guys. What? Why? You said, why am I not casting there? Because as soon as I cast here, they're going to go there. That's just kind of how it's been so far. Let me pull this one in and see if I got a bobber. We'll try a bobber on one. Zoran. Is this your first comment, Zoran? The first comment should be hello. I'm not even using a lure, so why would I change it? Oh, that was a big one that just came up there. Thank you. Yeah, you should always go into a live chat and say hello first before you make any demands of the host. And I'm fishing with corn and worms, so there's really no lure to change. Oh, wait, I gotta put the bobber on this one, almost forgot. Alright, I don't know, I should go like 1.5 feet maybe? Might be good, I'm not sure. Like, it makes you feel like you're in the wrong spot, because as soon as you look up, swirl, swirl, they're everywhere, and then there's no swirls except bubbles where I threw all the corn. That's where I had my 2 hits though too. So we'll go with a little shallow bobber on this one. We'll try that. See if that works. This one has the worm and some corn on it. Oh, geez. It's under. What is this? Oh, it's a big bullhead. It's a big bullhead. I thought it was an actual carp at first. It took it under quick. Man, well, at least we got a fish. You always watch, just never comment. Well, the mods need to be active. It does no good if you have a mod that's not active. Stop it, bro. I got excited that bobber went straight down. Yeah, this got a big ass belly on it. I wonder if it's just full of these guys and carp. He's not huge, but yeah, he's got a chunky belly on him. Man, I got so excited when I saw that bobber go down. I'm like, yes, we're gonna get one. And I set the hook and I was like, oh, it's not a carp for sure. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Saucify? Welcome in. Man, that got my heart started pounding. I'm like, oh my god. Because it didn't just take it like a little nibble, it was just gone. Darn it. I thought it was go time. They're nice looking fish. Some people think they're ugly though. We're using corn on one and corn and night crawlers on the other. We're trying to catch carp, but we just caught a bullhead. Let's see what happens again. Definitely, we got a fish. Let's see. Try it right there. Gotta try to get it off the weeds, you know. And try to bring this one back in. Haven't had anything happen to it. The corn's still on there. Trying to get a better angle, see if I can see anything. The sun went away and it just got real difficult to spot these fish. Not that you have to, they're everywhere, but they're everywhere but my hook. Because like yesterday, I should have came back because I could have just did this. They were right here, this close. Let's see, there's one. The problem is do I cast? Oh, there's a big one. Right on the shore here. Shoot, did he see me? No. He's moving fast though. Shoot, that was a horrible cast. Where'd he go? Okay, there he is. Oh, he saw me, I think. Darn it. It's so hard to fish these freaking fish, man. When they're that close, they see you, and they're not going to right throw the corn. I wonder if I should move slightly. I don't know. Oh, I landed on top of them. That was not what I wanted to do. Literally hit the carp. He freaked out. That is definitely not what I was trying to go for. Alright, let's see again. Every time I think they're everywhere but where I put the corn, it feels like right now. Okay, that was a little bit further out. Let's see. I think if it wasn't so weedy, we'd have a better chance. Oh no, I'm wrapped around. There we go. Because this is what it's sitting in right here. Yeah, this is a great place to fish. It's so beautiful, peaceful. It's kind of muggy as heck out right now, though. Oh no, kid dropped his phone in the water. All right, let's cast this maybe right there. Okay. Please give me a carp. You'd think it'd be the easiest fishing in the world when they're a bit. Oh wait, I got a bite. Got something nibbling on it, on the bobber. It just stopped, of course, as soon as I put the other pole down. That's how it works. That is how it works. If I would have kept the pole in my hand, it would have ran with it. All right. Thank you for the sticker. Both of you guys love it. Thank you so much. I don't even know if there's a good, like a wrong place to cast, to be honest. It's kind of just luck of the draw, I think. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. Shoot. And it stopped as soon as I dropped my rod. Unbelievable. Literally, as soon as I drop my rod. Next time, I'm just going to hold the rod, no matter what. I'm going to double fist the rod. That's the only way to catch a fish. They knew as soon as I dropped it. Kind of think I should cast further out there. It looks a little less weedy, but maybe I just can't see the weeds. Walk that dog. Look at that. I don't know if I'm gonna get a bite though. Like I said, this place is infested right now. And I don't know if it's because the water is so low or it's just them doing their thing right now. Yeah, the DC makes a great sound. If you pair it with a whopper plopper, you got great sounds coming and going. Let me go cast from this side here. See if I can get next to the tree out there. Oh my god, the peaceful nature sounds are being replaced with dog barking. Nature is usually interrupted by sirens, dogs, children screaming. This is basically a frog. You say throw it against the bank, but literally there's just carp all down the bank here. There's gonna be no bass hanging out with these monsters. Look at, there's a monster right there on the bank. Gotta walk away from my rod to get a bite. See if I can get close. Oh, I just spooked that one. They're all carp though. Yeah, I just spooked him. I turned around, I couldn't see him, but he saw me. Right there. Gosh. I'm gonna try casting over here once. I feel like it's just more active down this way for some reason. It's a little bit more weedy, but it seems a little bit more active. Man, that's a big one right there. Carp fishing is kind of boring, but it's not boring if you catch one. It's the reward of it if you actually get one. Yeah, I kind of wish I had bread too. I do think a huge factor, though, like I said, is the weeds. Makes it just kind of a little bit difficult to get the bait to be present where you want it to be. You're just hoping it falls to an area where the carp can see it or want to eat it. Dude, I'm sweating balls out here. It is so freaking hot. I'm not even joking, man. Hey, Superfly, welcome in. Welcome in. You hear that dog all the way over there? Nice. Macedonia. Same fishing rod? Yeah, that's the, on my bait caster, I used the cheapest rod I could find. So I have a $230 bait caster with a $30 reel or rod. What's good? We're trying to catch carp, but we're not catching them. We had a couple bites and caught a bullhead. Whew. Yeah, it stopped raining, but the humidity is just straight through the roof. Crazy hot. All right, where should we throw this thing? I bet you as soon as I do this, they're going to be right where I moved it from, right? Is that how it works? I see some action out there. I'm going to see if I can get it right. Yes, perfection. It's exactly where I wanted it. All right, leave a little slack on that thing. Ooh. That's chumming up a little bit. I don't have a ton of corn, but I'm not going to take it with me. See if I can yeet it out there. Alright, we got some chum. Hopefully that helps. Kind of helped over there, but they didn't eat the actual bait except for the one that stripped my hook. I got mine at Walmart, but they changed the rod holders now. That one sucks. That one is much better because if it pulls, it bends with it. That one, if it pulls, it's just going to go zing. It's like a rod leaner, not a rod holder. Whew. Yeah, it's one of the hottest it's been out. Even though temperature-wise, I don't think it's as hot as it's been. It's just all the humidity. Let's see if there's water in here. If we don't catch anything here in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to go over there where I normally fish off the bottom, because I know it's not really that weedy out in the, I guess if you want to call it the current, there's not really a current anymore. But I think that will be our best shot if this doesn't work. We'll see. Man, I should slingshot that right into the water. Literally just drenched with sweat. It's very uncomfortable. I was going to go in the tree. I had to put my thumb on it. Oh, there's the siren, see? We had the dogs barking. Now we have the nature sounds of sirens. Take in the beautiful sounds of nature. All right. I keep trying to not pay attention to my rods. It's just hard to do. But a watched rod never gets bit, right? No. Our dam is stuck open anyway, so there's a dam on each side of these which don't open, but the other dam is just stuck open. I've never heard a siren. I don't think it even has one. They just open it and hope no one's there, I guess. But now it's open forever. So what my brother-in-law said, that they decided to table the issue until August, and they're just going to let it stay open till August till they decide to look at it again. So the water levels are just going to continue to go lower, lower, and lower, probably. Yeah, we were talking about the sounds of nature with kids screaming, dogs barking, and sirens. And so far we had dogs barking and sirens. Now the next one will be kids screaming somewhere. Maybe the e-bikers will come by, the e-bike biker gang. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen though with that dam. It's definitely causing some sort of issues. Uh-oh. Is this weedless enough? Nope. I went right into the tree. I'm going to lose this bait, guys. Come on, break. Ooh, I got it out. Look at that. Like a Bassmaster right here. Thank God it's weedless. The e-bike gang. Hey, I mean, at this point, if we can clog up the dam with rubber duckies, I think that would be a viable option as long as it works. I'm telling you, I need to take you guys up there just for a walk sometime to show you how bad it is above the dam, but you guys have already seen how shallow it's gotten below the dam, too. Trying to keep an eye on my rods a little bit here and there, because this is how I lost my rod last time. Just casting, having a good old time, and I looked to my right and saw my rod leaving. man, it's a frickin' scorcher out. I was like, oh, it should be not too bad. You know, it rained and maybe it'll be a little bit nice out. It was cloudy when I left. Nope. Sun came out to scorch me. Oh, my bobber binked once, but it didn't do anything else. Just went bink. My friend Drew said he got a bite on a bass out here on a frog and a pike he lost. I just missed that one. I think that was a pike. He smashed it but missed it completely. It's not even moving. How does a pike do that? It literally smashed it on the surface but completely missed it while it was almost still. Yeah, that's definitely a part of it. The water levels have been brutal. There was a pike out there, though. That was definitely a pike. Yeah, you guys have forest fires, so I guess part of nature is fire engine sounds. Maybe he'll hit it again. I was just barely moving it like this. And he slapped it good. Or I should say he slapped the water good. Right next to it. Bye, Ranker. Timeout. Not dealing with Ranker today. If you see Ranker come back, just time him out right away. Still no bite on the corn or the worm. We caught the one fish. Yeah, Ranker is not welcome. He's a troll. I really wanted that pike. It's not even what I came here to fish for, but I figured we'd cast while we were waiting, and then sure enough, we got a bite on with a pike. I wonder if there's any pike big enough to eat some of these 36-inch carp. Probably not. That'd be scary if there was. Hey, what's up, Smitty? Hired goons are on the job. Yeah, I wanna try to nip the trolls faster. I used to try to give them a chance, but it's just proven me wrong that they don't change no matter what. So best to just move on from them. Definitely, man. Yeah, we're trying to fish our carp over here, but we're failing miserably. They're everywhere. Caught a bullhead, and then had a northern pike strike the zoo. That's what it's called, zoo dog. I actually like this better than the actual frog. I think. I mean, they both probably have their place, but this one works pretty good. Last time I timed him out, he came right back. So I'm sure he's gonna wait, try to get his 2 cents in. It's nice to get a bite though on this lure. This is the first time I ever used this lure, so gives me some confidence. I'm trying to get used to walking the dog. It's a Zero Spook, weedless Zero Spook. It kind of walks, it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. But I like the lure a lot. seems to be more weedless than the actual frogs that I use. Man, they're still just all over there swarming around, except for where my actual bait is. That's how it works, though. Man, I went here yesterday and there was 2 families of geese with babies. And the one hissed at me real bad, but they kind of backed off. The second one, he turned and he was not afraid of me at all. So I gave him a little room. I was like, I'm not ready to mess with a goose right now. Yeah, thanks for the, yeah, nice. It is a nice rod. This is so it's you know, the DC SLX DC, but we got the Shakespeare Excursion. It's a weird combo, but you know why I chose it? It looks beautiful. It matches like almost perfectly. There's probably better rods, to be honest, for this bait caster, but they all kind of work though, you know. Oh, there goes a kayaker. Definitely, I think the walk the dog action actually works pretty good. I think the problem is when you get into the weeds, it just, you know, it's hard to walk the dog on a pile of weeds. Oh, jeez. Did you see that again? He missed it completely again. Dude, he popped the crap out of that again. He freaking missed it. I think that might have been a bass even. That's 2 strikes on this zoo dog now. You guys saw that, right? I don't think they're not used to my new lure. They're used to the whopper plopper. I've trained them on the whopper plopper, so now I'm using this. They have to relearn a new lure. Plus, they're dealing with 1,000 carp being in here too. I don't know how that affects it. Third time's a charm. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to end up catching a pike, and he's going to end up cutting my line because I don't have like a leader on or anything. It's either that first one was definitely a pike. That one could have gone either way, but I think it was a bass. Let's try it again. All right. Walk that dog. It's a very subtle presentation, but it makes a lot of distraction. Doesn't have any rattles or anything. Has a little tail hanging off of it. But the first 2 hits, like, it's not even moving crazy, and they just completely miss it. Oh, I saw the other guy's line out there, and it was like parallel with mine, and it looked like I had a huge fish pulling my line. I like freaked out for a second. Should have known better. Yeah, I caught hate for. I posted the video of me getting a huge bird's nest on here when I caught the grass with it once, and I posted a video of that, and people were like, "Bro's using a $30 Walmart rod with a $230 reel." I'm like, okay. You're back. Nice. Yeah, now that Island's here, we're gonna catch one. I think we gotta make sure we get a couple more likes in the stream too. The fish usually respond better with the more likes we get. I'm telling you, YouTube is full of all kinds of, I don't even know what you want to call them, like designer fishermen or young kids that think it's all about clout. I'm like, bro, I already have clout. I have a $230 reel. Who cares what rod it's on? Hey, Super, this is giving me flashbacks to when I sent my giant glide bait flying across the creek after I caught that nice pike on it. That was such a sad day. That was the last time I had caught a pike in a long time, too. At least I caught a fish on it before it went flying across the entire creek. Yeah, I mean, dude, the Abu Garcias are nice rods and reels too. Like they all work. Like I always joke around. It's like, yeah, like the fish aren't going to be like, man, if that guy was only throwing a more expensive rod and reel, I might actually take him up on his offer. Man, there's a bug around me. Love fishing too. Exactly. If you can't catch a fish, you should be able to catch a fish on any rod. It's the same thing. The biggest differences, are like the action of the rod, the bendable, whatever you want to call it, and like your reel, the drag system and stuff. Like, yeah, it might be harder to catch fish on certain things, but every rod is going to be able to catch a fish just the same. Fish have standards, yep. All right, maybe that's what the new advertising would be, is like 3 times more expensive, 3 times more fish. I don't know if that's a legit legal claim they could say though. Whiz. Super, you need to get a DC fly rod. Do they make those? Every time you cast a fly out, it goes zzz, and you bring it back over and over again. Yeah, the fish, we've got a couple bites already. They're out. There's carp everywhere. They're just not biting anything I throw out. So I don't think the carp are actually in the mood. Closed face reels. Are you talking about push buttons? Dude, I grew up with push buttons. I didn't even know there was other reels out there for a long time when I was younger, because push button was where it's at, man. Dude, that's nice. That'd be cool if, I mean, I think they make one kind of like that. Shakespeare has a big one that lights up when you get a bite and stuff, but that'd be cool if, like, every time you set the hook on a big fish and it starts pulling, like it's just Christmas lights lighting up. That could be fun. Although you'd have to have the right lighting for it to matter. Well, maybe it could be like those toothbrushes. When you brush your teeth, it plays a song. So maybe when you catch a big bass, like Justin Bieber starts playing over your rod. I don't even know a Justin Bieber song. I was like, baby, 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 ooh, the whole way you're bringing the damn fish in. Looks like a spaceship when she reels. What's up, guys? Welcome in. If I haven't said a hello to everyone. I don't know. We'll try it here a little bit more. I'm going to leave those rods there for a second. Let's come down here. I'm not worried about those rods, but that's a good thing, because that maybe if we stop worrying about them. What's this? A big old ball. We're throwing a zoo dog. A weedless zoo dog. Thank God, because there's weeds everywhere, and this has not brought back one weed yet. So 2 bites on it, 2 misses, and 0 weeds. And I even got it wrapped around 4 times on that stick out there and still got it off somehow. So much so far. This is a W lure. We gotta just catch a fish on it to solidify it. It looks great going through the water, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was just a gimmick, to be honest, when I bought it. It seemed kind of cool, like, a zero spook that's weedless. But it actually works well. It will only work fully well, though, if we can catch a fish on it. Release the hooks from lure somehow. Musical reels, yeah. It will have my voice. Catfish on this one, though. The brakes are set to, God, what is it? 3 right now. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. It casts plenty far on 3. It's casting easily without even having to try. 30 yards. 35 yards maybe? I don't even know. It's at least 30 yards, I think. So the DC doesn't have 1 through 10 either. It has 1 through 4, I believe. Doesn't give you as many adjustable options. Yo, what's up, Tristan? Get a phone call. You can take the phone call through your rod. Nice catfishing. We tried to go carp fishing, but it didn't actually happen yet. We had one steal our corn. That was about it. I mean, they've been sitting in there for a long time. You think they would have found it by now. Nice glass surface. It's got to be causing all kinds of commotion. Something you'd think would want to come up and just snap it. Those 2 fish did, but I don't know, they're blind or something. I was going like this fast, which is not even fast. This is like slower than the slowest I could ever do a whopper plopper. People are screaming at me when I'm reeling in a whopper plopper. You're going way too fast. They probably still say I'm going too fast. All right, sounds good, Zoran. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Oh my God, I've blocked so many numbers. I think I'm going to block every single number eventually on this phone. No, I don't speak Spanish. I can say hola. Gracias. I'm getting about ready to move. I know where a whole bunch of big bass are, but I could not get them to bite. They're they're like all spawning and just being ultra defensive, but there was like 10 of them all together. Those are up closer by the rapids. I thought maybe if I had like a night crawler, I could have caught them. Dead deer? Dang, man. That's crazy. No, I said I don't speak Spanish. The turtles and bass are eating it. I guess it's food, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. All right, try to go next to this tree here. Best I can. Yeah, if I could have actually fished a whopper plopper here too, that thing would be money, I think. But we're dealing with so many weeds. We've had 2 bites. We had a bite from a pike, a bite from a bass, and then they both missed the bait absolutely completely. Okay, let's move. I've lost confidence in this spot. We need to move a little bit, do something different. We're going to move over to the current more. Oh my God. I wish you guys could feel the heat. You could get 4D going on here. You can feel how hot it is. It's not fun. It is not fun. This whole time we're like, man, I can't wait for summer. I can't wait for summer. And then once summer's here is, I can wait for summer. And I can't wait for the winter to come again. Ooh, some like it hot when the heat is on. Hey, that's a good idea, carrying a dock runner. Those things are so small you can bring anywhere. Take up no room, and they work great too. I've seen people catch some of the biggest fish on those things. Not one bite on this. My worm's gone though. Oh, there's a snapping turtle. As soon as we were talking about turtles, little snapper right there. A tiny little guy. Where is he? Right there. Say hello to my little snapping turtle friend. Oh, he's gone. Your wife doesn't see it in there. Yeah, you gotta make sure. Honey, I'm running to the store. Gonna go get something for dinner. Might be a half an hour. Might turn into 5 hours, but I'll be back soon. Nice. Oh, that breeze feels amazing. So nice. It's like a nice cool breeze off of Lake Michigan now. It switched, and now it's actually nice. I don't know if it's gonna last. I gotta reel this guy in too. Well, look at that. So, I don't know what to make of that. Either I missed the fish eating it, but it stole my my corn. So it's quite possible that we've had 2 carp strip our line of corn, but I did not see that one because I was messing around with the bait caster. Say that with a rod in hand. Honey, the grocery store has a special. If you bring your fishing poles to the store, they give you 10% off. So I might be there a while looking for a lot of stuff I can buy. I need to come home with nothing. Right there is where I'd love to try it, where those people are fishing, casting out those logs where I've caught the bass before, but he's been working it pretty good. I don't know if he's caught anything though. So this has lots of weeds, but then it just drops off and the weeds go away. So this is where I usually like to fish off the bottom. And then it opens up a lot more castability over here too. Always stop. It's better to try too, because if you see a spot and you don't try it right away, sometimes you'll go back there, but oh yeah, I remember that spot. You drive all the way back out there again, and you're like, oh, this place sucks. Well, I should have tried it while I was out here the first time. Okay, so I'm going to use night crawlers over here. Maybe I'll put corn on too. A lot of the carp action is still going on. It's just not nearly as aggressive as it was a little earlier and yesterday for sure. All right, a couple pieces of corn probably come flying off as soon as I cast. I don't know, I got Food Club corn, like the generic brand, so I don't know if this corn sucks compared to name brand corn. Lake Superior, nice. I'm glad the wind like shifted, because it's like at least 5 degrees cooler right now. There's just little bluegills hanging on their beds over here. Be a good spot for it, I hope. I'm gonna put this on an angle, kind of. We'll see if we can get anything to take it out there. I've caught plenty of fish doing this. It's just usually a little bit higher water level. All right, where's the other thing? The rod leaner, not the rod holder, the rod leaner. Not wiener, leaner. No, I don't use maggots. Hey Keystone, how you doing? Welcome in. I'm gonna take the bobber off this one too. I would leave it on, but it's gonna slowly drift down the current, the almost non-existent current. Yeah, that guy has casted over and over at that tree stump. Probably 100 times. I don't think he's caught anything on it yet though. Let's see, here's a nice one. Big old juicy crawler. And the bugs are coming out. The breeze stopped now. It's not as hot out, but the breeze stopped and it doesn't feel as good anymore. A little bit muggy again. Tell you, it was a nice little treat though. It was like someone came and just like started, you know, put a fan on you with like ice water or something for just a quick breeze. All right, let's yeet this out here. Hope for the best. Oh, that was horrible. Went over my line. That was not the best. I don't know if I need to cast a little bit further than that. We'll find out. Still haven't got much on the bottom though today. Or we caught the one thing on the bobber. That was it. I could probably put the whopper plopper on here and use it for most of the way. Let's try it. Let's try it. Better get this carpet clean so I can go fishing. Nice Keystone, good luck catfishing. Oh, it's still zoomed in, thank you. Always forget to put it back. Alright. I gotta find it. It's such a disaster. Alright, we're gonna use black one. Should we use black or perch color? It's basically overcast with a little bit of sun in the background. Same thing, different color. First person that responds, that's going in there. All right, black it is. He won. He won. Camden was quick on the draw there. Nice. Over 100 likes. Oh, 1,000 likes, man. That'd be crazy. Oh, wait. I got a bite. I looked up and I had a bite. It pulled my line. Let's see. Ah, nothing there, though. What was that? My worm's gone. It's completely gone. Dang it. Well, that guy just caught a nice fish over there. It's a pike, I think. Yeah, it's a big old pike. It's like a 25 incher, it looks like. Oh, he fell in. They tried to lift it out of the water with the line, and it fell back in and came off. I don't know if they make a pink whopper plopper. Yeah, he just lost a massive pike over there. Poor bastard. I wonder what the bite was. It ripped the worm off and then just stopped. Now the sun's out again, blasting. Now you should never grab the line unless that's your only option. There we go. That looks juicy out there. Okay, there we go. I should look into if they have a pink or orange whopper plopper. I don't know. I don't think they do though. Well, at least we had a bite. That was more I can say from over there. Oh my gosh, there's a little baby snapping turtle. I think, no, it might be a painted turtle. That's a little painted turtle. I think. Man, it's so small. He's like this big. Thanks for the sticker, Camden. There he is. Oh shoot, I got a bite. What is out there? Nothing. That's 2 bites right there now. Worm's still there though. Yeah guys, thanks for the stickers. Anyone giving the stickers? Thanks for the support. I can't see the stickers on my end, unfortunately, because I don't use the YouTube app, but I do appreciate any support you guys send. If you send super chats, that does appear. Let's recast this since I think it needs to be farther out. Like when I see a little turtle like that, I just want to take it home. Not that I need a turtle. It's just cute. I'll raise him to be big and strong like all the other turtles, and I'll release him back when he's 10 times the size. Okay, there we go. Trying to fish here. Every time I'm trying to get ready, I look up, I'm getting hit on my rod, which is a good thing, a good problem, but hey Hyper, welcome in. We've missed a largemouth, a pike. We tried carp fishing for a while over there because there's tons of them everywhere, but now a lot of them are gone. And oh, there we go again. It's like just a quick yank on it, and it stops. I don't know what that is. It's all on the same pole still, too. Well, I'm gonna wait for a very distinct bite the next time. Nice, good luck. We're using, what do you call it? Worms and corn on the bottom. And then we were using a zoo dog. And now I got the Whopper Plopper on. Chapo 75. Oh. What the hell? As soon as I was going to get ready to cast it. Either that or a bird ran into it. I don't think so, though. Oh, yeah, maybe not then. I don't want the hassle. That's probably why I don't have fish at home, too. Yeah. Maybe we can get a triple. One on each rod at the same time. There's so many weeds when you get close. It's on sale. Oh yeah, the Chapo. Yeah, that YouTube. That's a new feature. Like YouTube puts. Oh, here we go again. Again, just a really quick tug on it and then nothing. Yeah, YouTube puts shopping things on certain things. Like I put Whopper Plopper in the title, so it started advertising for Whopper Ploppers. I'm still getting little nibbles on it. Nothing distinctive though. Can't tell. I don't think it's moving or anything. It's really irritating though. It keeps. Oh, it's doing it again. Come on, give me a sign. Oh, it's moving. Something's playing with it. I don't think it's moving though. Oh. He pulled it slightly and ran with it. Nothing. Nothing though. Except weeds. Yeah, he got part of my worm. It's weird the other one hasn't had a bite, you know? We'd expect maybe a bite on the other one. Hello from the UK. You're gonna go play baseball? Nice. Have fun. Hopefully you win. That was definitely not a crayfish. I don't think that bite. Who knows though? Maybe it's some monster crayfish. Picking it up and swimming away with his tail. Alright, let's see if we can catch it now this time. I don't even have that huge of a hook on, so it's either a really small fish or it's just very crafty. I'm going to say it's very crafty. I still feel bad for that guy losing that big old pike. I would be upset too, because that was a nice pike. That was probably a 25, 27-inch pike. Alright, now we're going to cast while we can. We'll recast the other one in a second. If I had to pick a sport, well, when I was young, I did baseball, football, track and field, wrestling. So those are the sports I picked. And then I ended up doing wrestling and football. Tried to do baseball, but the coach made it horrible to play, so I stopped playing baseball. Is that one moving now? I don't know. I'm just going to cast. If you catch, I will gift $100. Well, can't guarantee it, but we'll try. Catch one right in this cast would be funny. I could catch a bluegill if that counts. They're all over the place. Hello, who is that? Northern Fishing Outdoors. How you doing? Welcome in. Come on, new comments. Yeah, if we're gonna get to just trying to catch any fish, then we can make that happen. I just don't want to go bluegill fishing. We did it the other day. Where they're fishing is probably the best spot to actually cast fish because the weeds are not nearly as bad. It's like out there, but next to the shoreline here, you can do it, but yeah, as soon as it hits that 10-yard mark, it's like over. Wait, can I do $20 instead? My ankle? Good luck in your baseball game. Trying to get my back turned to my poles so the fish know I'm not looking. Try to swim it through these weeds here. $58 stickers. No Lee, thank you so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. You guys are so cool. Oh my god, he just caught a nice freaking northern out there, it looks like. That was a guy that's been casting forever. Oh, it's a nice one. Let's see what it is when he gets it in. I think it might be a bass, actually. Trying to see. I heard it hit the water, like it wasn't even paying attention. It slapped that water. Is that bass? Oh yeah, it's a bass. Looks like maybe an 18-inch bass he caught. All right, super, have a good one. That's the second fish that hit over in that area approximately. No bites on the bottom since those couple little nibbles. Cast where the tree is, I try. It's not easy to reach over there no matter what you use. It's farther than it seems. But I usually catch them casting that way and then bring it back. Yeah, that was a nice fish he caught. I wish these weeds just weren't right here. It just makes life so much more miserable when you try to cast. I think I have to recast that other one that's on the bottom. That one has done nothing. Might be in weeds or something too. The sound of your reel is turning on. Yeah, I got the sound of the reel, and then I got the whopper plopper on the other end, so get turned on, coming and going. All my worm's gone. Maybe something did bite it. Oh, I got a bite. As soon as I said it, I got a bite on this one. I just don't understand. It's got to be something small, though. If it was something big, they would eat it and swallow it, probably, you'd think. And at least we've had some bites on the bottom. Alright. This poor bluegill, he's on his bed, literally right there. Every time I move, he comes back and then he has to swim away again. He's like, damn, man. That was a horrible cast. I need more weight on this, I think. It's just hard to cast with no weight, or not a ton of weight. Like one more weight. The line I put on my bait caster is actually working pretty good. It's a little thicker than the 30 pound that I was using last time, but it's the God, what is it, Berkeley? I think it's like X9 or something like that. Seems to work decent. We'll see how long it lasts though. Alright, we got 2 sinkers on there. There we go. That's more where I want it, out there. Kind of like a channel out there, so. Let's see if we got a worm left. He got part of it. They're literally just ripping the pieces that are hanging off, right off, and then going on their merry way. They're not even concerned about the rest of the worm. It's crazy. You think they'd want the whole thing. Let me put another sinker on this one too. Yeah, I might go fishing tomorrow at the dam. I'm not sure. Gotta see how the weather is. I think it should be good. There we go. Wind really picked up there. I would kind of feels like another storm's moving in, but I don't think it is. USA. What we're catching, we caught a bullhead, had a pike bite, had a bass bite, had a couple bites on the rods on the bottom here, but we haven't caught a ton of fish. Shoot, I hit some weeds or something out there. I would have thought for sure the bottom fishing would have been more active. I haven't done it here in a while though. Those weeds have ruined it. Yeah, I'll probably have to start fishing where that person's fishing, right at the peak there, the point. It's the only place left where you can like cast pretty much or not like 180 degrees. Everything else is locked down with weeds. I'm gonna move this way. We're gonna reproduce the time when I lost my rod and reel by going down here. Oh, there's a little sprinkler going on. It's sprinkling, guys. That's when the fish bite, right? Possibly. I just hate using the chatterbait. It's my arch nemesis. Oh, that was straight into the water. A little rain feels good on my arms though. A little cold rain. Yeah, it's this guy. Ah, it feels good. These fish have to bite now. I think there's something wrong with my plopper. I guess I was right about it feels like there was a storm moving in, except it's just like a gentle little sprinkle. Ah, it feels good. The wind feels good. The little rain feels good. Caught a ton of fish today. It's just casting out with the whopper plopper like this. Bank, and then also the wind is blowing at me. If you was across the way, I'd have the wind at my back. I don't know. I've never caught anything on the whopper plop, or not the whopper plop, the chatterbait, except for one little pike. I've casted it a bunch, never even had a bite on it. I tried doing fancy crap with it. I tried straight retrieving with it. Oh man, I caught something else out there. There's some stuff that started floating when the wind changed. I'm gonna have to put the zoo dog back on. It's catching like the littlest like pieces of leaves. Man, 100 degrees. It was hot earlier. I don't use maggots because I don't have a place you could buy maggots around here. Still no bites on the other rods. At least none that I saw. I think my other rod's gonna go for a ride if I do catch something on it. This is my opportunity. Fine, I'm gonna put it on. We'll see. I'm gonna keep going endlessly about it. If I have a bad experience, it's just gonna add to my arch nemesis. This is a Chapo 75. Thanks, Anthony, for the sticker. Thank you so much. We're bass fishing and we're bottom fishing at the same time. So this is the Chapo 75. Gets a nice plop with the tail here. All right. I think hopefully I brought them. They're not in here. I think they're in this one. Oh, they're underneath. Never mind. All right. I got a whole slew of them. Whole slew of them. We'll lay them on the table here. I'll lay them down. We got big boy, another big boy, no trailer on that one, and this one. I might have another one somewhere, I just don't know where it is. Oh wait, no, it's supposed to stay fully up top. Decently stained as far as the carp were over there. Maybe not as much over here, but it's usually a little bit more stained. I don't like bait casters, that's how I feel about it. That's my 2 cents of bait casters. I think this one or this one, I think. That one from the left is good. That one? This is the one I caught out of here when I got snagged on something and I caught it, I believe. We'll send it back. No problem. Okay. We'll try this one. These things aren't getting any bites anymore. Yeah, someone lost it in the creek for me to find. Hey 48, thank you so much for the sticker. I just wish I had the wind at my back. Come on, chatterbait. Give me my first actual fish on a chatterbait, like a real catch, not the one I always talk about. "13 inches long fluke." Someone was using a 13-inch fluke. It's a big ass fluke if that's what you're meaning. Hey, Packer fan, thank you so much for the sticker. Yeah, I don't know. People use these baits all the time, man. Some people swear by these things. Like Keystone. Keystone would probably bet his life savings that he could catch a fish on this. Me, I would not bet $1 that I would catch something on it. There's not a whole lot of weeds coming back with it. It's just a little bit here and they come right off, which is nice. So it's definitely good in that regard so far. Hey, I hope so. I hate plastics. I hate plastic lures. Soft plastics, I mean. I hate these chatterbaits. I hate, probably hate some other ones. I just don't know. I hate a lot of them because I haven't caught a fish on them. That's the only reason why I hate them. As soon as I catch a fish, it'll become my favorite lure ever. The problem here with these weeds too is these close weeds, we're like literally in like 6 inches of water, so right in here, even pulling them through, it's not going to catch us a fish there. Trust me, I'd be talking the same amount of crap if I hadn't caught a fish on the whopper plopper yet. Probably wouldn't be using them, but I had a magical experience my first time out with it. Hooked me for life. So Keystone, what do you suggest? Just a reeling it back in or something fancy? That's the thing where I never know what to do 100% because I'm like, people are saying you shouldn't retrieve it, you should jig it and twitch it, and I don't know. A little buzz off the bottom. Oh, he just caught a bass over there. They're all catching fish over there. Oh, it fell off. Just fell off. Everyone's catching fish around me. I've had a couple bites, but nothing. Your rod should be working a lot harder. Yeah, I can usually feel it. It doesn't vibrate this one as much. This is like a heavy rod, I think. My other rod, it twitches the crap on it. Just catching these weeds badly here on this little shallow area. They come right off, but it's catching them though. I'm still going to dedicate like a full day of fishing to using nothing but this eventually. Oh, I got a bite. I think that was a bite on the bottom rod. I don't know. My line just like went out and then went back to slack. don't think it's doing anything though. I'm trying to watch these stupid lines over here. Inline spinner is going to be too hard to use over here. It's going to get caught in all kinds of stuff. I don't think that's the wind. It might be. It's hard to tell. That time it went through nicely. $186 people in here. That's crazy, man. I appreciate everyone being here. Also, any gifts or any support you guys give, I also appreciate that. If you like what you're seeing, you want to subscribe some more, we're just always out here just having a good time fishing. Sometimes we catch a lot. Today we're kind of just messing around. I was hoping to get some, like a carp or two, and that failed miserably. Because that's fishing, man. The rod, how much did the rod cost? The rod was $30. The reel was $250. It's a mixed match on purpose. Man, this freaking camera keeps moving on me every time I cast. What's good? What's up, Chain? How you doing? What's good is we're fishing. What's bad is we only caught one fish today. We've had a couple chances at more, but lost them. Shouldn't say lost them. They never even got on in the first place.
How's it going?
What's up? You had one on over there?
I had a bass. It was like this big, which I was not expecting to catch that out of here. But it popped off last second right when I got it up.
They get much bigger than that in here.
They do?
Yeah, I caught a 5-pounder in here, so they get big.
I've only really caught pike out of here. I've never really caught a bass before.
Yeah, there's lots of bass here. There's lots of pike, of course, too.
That's what I was expecting when I came here. I was not expecting to hook a bass at all
Yeah,
today.
they before you got here, they had like it fell off, but they had like a 25 plus pike on, and then I think he had about like a 18-inch bass. But
I've never seen many bass. I came here a lot like 4 or 5 years ago, and everything was just pike after pike after pike.
it's gotten much better since then. Yeah, last year I can guarantee you, man, it was crazy off the cuff with these bass.
For real?
But this year I seem to be struggling more catching the pike versus the bass now.
Oh, for real?
So I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
I caught a bunch of pike to start out the year, kind of, and then it just stopped.
Huh.
So I don't know.
The pike I used to catch were pretty small. They were like 18-inch pike, which is not bad.
Yeah, I catch a.
Bigger pike.
I've caught them about this big before, and then the biggest one I caught was 27 inches.
Hey, that's massive.
So this, I'm sure there's bigger than that in here too.
There's gotta be pike. They're the smart ones.
Definitely.
They're the smarter than the most part. Yeah, well, good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, no problem, man. You got in a fight and went to the hospital? Damn. That sucks. Let's change it to the white one. he had a bass on the white one. I think he was using a chatterbait, and he had a small bass on the white one. So let's give the white one a try. I want to go trailerless though. Ranker, we've given you many of chances, and every time you say something, you go right back to not being nice. $170 some people in here, man. Crazy. We're not catching fish. We're catching viewers, though. I guess that's a win in its own regard, right? This actually, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure why, but the first two casts with this thing, maybe it's because it doesn't weigh as much. It goes to the weeds a little bit easier. I tell you, man, I don't even know how to fish this thing. You're lucky I even put this thing on, I think. I just don't want to fish with it. So this one comes, so that's multiple casts in a row now. It's come right through with no weeds. The other one was eating weeds for some reason. Now I'm going to probably curse myself that I said that. An 8-pounder, damn. I don't want you to, I don't care about you reeling in more viewers for me. You're such a troll that that's why we time you out. No one wants to hear it. It has nothing to do with reeling in viewers. As you see, the viewers were here before you started talking. Did that guy catch a frog? He caught a frog. Yeah, I don't mind you hanging out if you want to be like part of the community, but we don't need a troll in the community. There's plenty of those. Now this one, I don't know, this one just cuts through the weeds much better. Maybe it's just because I'm pulling it harder out the rod now. I gotta teach myself how to use this one, and then eventually I'll catch fish on it and I'll be like, wow, this is the best lure ever, right? Well, like out there, there's not a lot of weeds. In close, there is a lot of weeds. That's why I was using like the other baits and then trying to rip them into the last 10 yards. I'm a very boring caster. I like casting and retrieving. That's why it probably looks nonchalant, because that's the type of fishing I like to do. Maybe this would work better over in the other spot where I was getting those bites from the bass and the pike. There's more weeds there. I read one once where it said to retrieve it, and every time you feel a little bump, you twitch it like this, or a couple twitches. But I don't feel any bumps when I do it anyways, so I'm just twitching it kind of anyways. The only time I feel anything is when I hit the 10-yard mark here. I have to dig it through all these weeds. Tried putting the lure in front of the right fish yet? Yeah, the right fish are somewhere. They're just not by me. They're all on that side. Uh-oh, church bells are ringing. Church bells are ringing. I can hear them. I can hear them. It's a dinner bell. Like the Metallica song, "For Whom the Bell Tolls." All right, Keystone. I'm going to give it a break. We're going to try it again another day. I'm going to catch a damn fish on this thing eventually. I think my fish I'm going to catch on it is going to end up being about a dam. We'll give it. We're going to catch one if I die trying. I might die trying, but we'll try. Just not today. I've had enough of it. I wanted to work because I bought them for a reason. I don't have these for no reason at all. It's not just I bought them because I know they do work. I've seen plenty of people catch fish on them. But it is what it is. All right, let's try inline. Actually, no. You know what I want to try? If I have it here. This mess. This one? No, that's a buzzbait. No, not that one. Dude, what did I do with it? Ow! I just stabbed myself badly. Where is it? Do I not have it with me? No, I don't see it. Darn it. I gotta reorganize this crap. Stuff everywhere. Okay. Well. Let's try a MEPS. I think I have a ability to cast it and not get weeds if I cast from a certain area. We'll see. No throwing unless you're in the chat. We're gonna get it one of these times. One of these times we're gonna catch it, and I'm gonna be. I'll be like, ah, now I get it. Now I understand. All right.
Charlie, I just snagged a fishing.
I might switch to my spinning rod to cast this though. It's easier to cast the littler ones for me.
Daniel, I just snagged the fishing lure.
I was looking for, I had bought a new spinner bait, and I have no idea where it is. Yeah, that wind is really not making it nice either. Throwing it right into the wind, it's knocking down like half my casting ability. My rod's tough, nice. Thank you. You have the same rod. It's a nice rod. I don't know if I'd fully make the switch, you know. I like it. I still love spinning. Spinning is just in my blood. Yeah, this is the Shimano SLX DC, the HG version, which is the 8.2 gear ratio, I believe. Super fast one. Shotgun that one right into the river.
Charlie!
Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Charlie! You want a free fishing lure?
Charlie bit my finger. Yeah, I can't get enough distance out there, man. I think that's another thing that's going to keep me from fully maximizing a potential fish catch. Well, no one else has really caught a fish. I mean, just seen 3 fish bites over here, and only one person caught one. The other 2 fell off, so it's not like it's been hotcakes over here. We're fishing for bass and pike, and we have 2 rods in the bottom that have done nothing for the last half an hour, and I just kind of gave up on them. We did miss a couple fish though, so it's not like they haven't been hitting. Just not like crazy though. The zoo dog. I've caught a ton of fish, like I said, doing this, but normally the weeds aren't this bad. The lack of rain and the current dying down to like a crawl has really made it difficult. There's always weeds here, but it's a little higher normally, and then they can kind of go over the top of them. Hey, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate that. We're growing steadily. Oh, shoot, I don't know if that was the first time I felt resistance out there of some kind. It might have been a weed or something. Looks like it. But that was the first time I actually felt something that far out. Yeah, we're growing the channel slowly and surely. We've pushed over 10K the other day. Now we're almost, I think we're past 10K 200 now. Trying to just gain that momentum, you know. We're just always out here just chilling, having fun. You know, it ain't serious, man. This is fishing. We don't catch fish. We don't. What we're trying to catch them, though. Ideally, what we're trying to do is just have a nice community. People come in, talk, hang out, have fun, get to know each other. Have a little hangout, you know. How you doing, Lubies? Is that how you say it? Welcome in. Yeah, I wasn't actually going to do a crazy fishing stream today either. That's why I'm just kind of. I was really hoping to just be able to set some rods up on the bottom and catch like 2 or 3 carp, but just did not go as planned. That's the problem, is anytime I go with a plan usually fails. Hey, what's up, Rega? Which one? What do you mean, which one? Either my bottom rods are like hung up on some weeds or something, or the worm's no longer on them, or just nothing wants it. Wish this had a little bit more weight to it. I feel like if I could get it like 10 more yards farther, it might do a little bit better. Those people left. They had that one fish on. The guy that had the fish on is the only guy that's still here. At least you get the soothing sounds of a DC reel. Fishing ASMR. Hey, what's up? I should try the zoo dog again. I think that might actually be a best option right now. It casted pretty good and it's weedless. I'm gonna reel these other ones in just because, like, I'm tired of even worrying about them at all. I am a tryhard. I'm trying very hard to catch a fish. It's not working. Question is, where do I put it now? I probably misplaced it. There it is. No, you shouldn't really say that, though. That's not nice. If you want to go and talk about someone's skill, I think you should go just find the mirror and look at it. You don't go into people's streams and try to start stuff. If I had a skill issue, I wouldn't have caught all the fish I've caught in my lifetime and on my channel. So obviously you haven't looked at my channel yet. It's kind of rude. They pack this shit up here. All right, I'm gonna throw it on my spin cast. Thank you for the sticker. Yeah, Christopher, if anyone, feel free to use your discretion if people come in here and try to be rude too. We're not here to have a debate about someone's skill fishing. We're not here to have a debate about anything like that. If you don't like the way I fish, you don't have to be here. No one's forcing you to watch. We're here to have fun. I love how people think it's a skill issue if you don't catch fish. It's called fishing, for God's sakes. The streams are much better when the trolls are gone anyways. The trolls can be entertaining sometimes, but they're mostly annoying. Alright, we're gonna reel these in and go on our way here to cast. Now that I don't have to worry about these, I'm just gonna set this stuff right here though. Pile. If people only realize how many fish I actually caught, they wouldn't say anything, you know. But they come in, they see something for a glance or something, and 5-minute window. Now I'm not used to casting a spin cast because I was using that damn base caster. Hey, no problem, man. Welcome back. Yeah, we caught one fish, missed a couple other ones. And that caught so much air. The wind's still coming at me, which sucks. So we're using a zoo dog here, which is a weedless topwater zero spook. Fishing for anything right now. Preferably bass and pike. Probably gonna be finishing up here soon though. Fishing is not treating me good. The fish are definitely not cooperating today. We've had our chances though. We came here looking for carp because there was just hundreds of them everywhere, and then had a couple little bites on the carp, but didn't actually catch one. So far, I like it. Had those 2 bites on it, and it walks the dog fairly well when you're using it. And it's basically like a long, narrow frog, you know. Holy sky hook. Like I have like 3 or 4 zero spooks, but they're not weedless, and it's a pain in the butt if you have anything because of treble hooks. We're using the zoo dog. I think it's called the zoo dog or something like that. I just couldn't believe they missed this bait with how slow it's going. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Hey, B Chasing, thanks for the sticker. I thought it was a gimmick when I bought it. I'm not gonna lie. I saw it at I think I got it at Walmart, and I thought it was a gimmick, like you know, this is gonna be a crap lure or something. But it seems to do pretty well. I think it would really do well in like a lily pad infested place, which this place I think eventually turns into. But yeah, it's surprising with how slow it moves that the fish still miss it. And it has a walking the dog action, so it works as far as that goes too. Or you could just, you know, of course you could just pop it forward like a frog too. Yo, what's up? Hey, Boone, how you doing? Kai Chavez, how you doing? But we got bites on it, so I know it works, unlike the chatterbait. Just kidding. Hey, thanks for the flow state sticker, Finn. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thanks, buddy. Those kids. I saw a pike, I saw a pike, I saw a pike. Probably was a carp though, to be honest. Yeah, I think tomorrow, I don't know when, depends on the weather. I think I'm going to go into the water up by the dam. The creek has just been hard to fish. Like literally all the fish that you saw today that were being caught were right here in this spot. Just this one spot. Minus my missed fish over there. What's up, Kevin? Welcome in. Welcome in. NHG, welcome in. I tell you, Keystone, I'm never going to stop saying that until I finally catch a fish. I'm going to go on the road and do lectures about my hatred for that bait. I'll talk to colleges, do commencement speeches. God, something should hit this. It looks so freaking awesome in the water. We're doing good. We're doing good. Looks like a snake coming across the surface. Yeah, it's very easy to use. No weeds. And I'm sure we'll catch fish on it. Flavor Dave, my man. Welcome in. Yeah, yesterday I went in to Midas to have a oil change and a tire repaired because I had a flat tire. So I had them repair it, left, went outside this morning. Guess what? Had a flat tire again. Freaking awesome. Had to go back there again today and they fixed it, I think, finally. Fell off your e-bike going 35. Dang, man, that sucks. Yeah, hopefully you had a helmet on too. Without a helmet, if you smashed your head, I don't think you'd be in my live stream right now. You didn't have one? Man, you better get one. Especially after falling now. I see all these e-bike videos. They're always recommended to me on YouTube. They're kind of similar genres for some reason, like completely different, but like if you're a fisherman, it seems like you get, at least I do, I get these e-bike videos. But a lot of them, I'm like, man, one wrong move and they're gonna be smashed. Get a full face one too. No, this was Wisconsin. You got it all on live? Oh my gosh. But at least you didn't end up documenting something more tragic. 35 miles an hour is not a slow speed to wipe out on anything. I wiped out on I was in a gravity-powered go-kart once, going down a hill, and I went to brake, and it was working, and then all of a sudden the go-kart turned and just flipped multiple times. I had no helmet on, or I think I had a baseball helmet on, actually. Had a little road rash, but that was it. Got unscathed from it. It was fun, though. The first time I did it, everything went perfect. The second time I did it, not so much. And that was the last time I did the gravity-powered go-kart, though, that's for sure. That sounds typical of most people. Most people don't want to be involved. They could see, like, you getting beat up on the side of the road by 5 people, and they'll take their phone out maybe and record it, but they're not going to help you. I'm surprised no one got out and just started recording you on the ground or something, like, oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy, he hurt himself really bad. I got to record it, post it for some views. Getting the hang of this walking the dog on this. Starting to feel like second nature here. Now I just need to feel like second nature and catch a fish on it. Otherwise I'm just going to spend all day walking the dog, not catching the fish. Hey, what's up, GT Fishing? Welcome in. Yeah, the fishing, I mean, I guess the fishing's been okay. It hasn't been great here today for anyone. I've only seen, like I said, that guy caught a bass over there. The other person lost a little bass, and the other person lost a nice pike. Nice, that's a good bass. Jeffro. Where is he at, bro? Where's the alligator? Is he there? If this was Florida, there literally could be an alligator down there. My memory's getting a little faded. Or are you talking about Kevin and his catches? He hit his head hard. He's going to start saying he caught like a 10-pounder here soon. Yeah, I mean, if you think you have a concussion, man, you probably should get it checked out. I had a concussion once in high school, and man, it felt crazy the night of. The next day I felt okay, but the night of, oh my God, I felt like I was gonna die if I fell asleep. And when I came here yesterday, I saw like probably 10 huge bass down by the rapids, but they weren't eating anything. They were chasing bluegills away from their spawning. They did not want anything at all. We caught one black bullhead, missed a pike and missed a bass, had a couple other nibbles on the bottom. It's been kind of We saw tons of carp. That's the whole reason I came here. I was trying to go carp fishing, but we didn't catch one of them. All right, we're gonna do 5 more casts, guys, and I'm gonna have to call it a night for tonight. We'll do it again probably tomorrow. But we're just gonna cast out here 5 more times, see if I can get as far to that tree as I can. See how it goes. Hopefully get a fish. If not, it's been fun hanging out with everyone. This is your chance to double tap that screen, like, subscribe, all those good things. I think that's the most action we had, was Kevin getting his head concaved inside from hitting concrete. That's the most action. Thank you, Kevin, for bringing some action to the stream. Ooh, that cast really far with this. I might be able to hit that log over there almost. Dude, I do that every stream. I've even had people call me out on it. They're like, bro, you said like last cast about like a half an hour ago. I'm like, I know, but I started talking and forgetting I was fishing, and it just happens. Your pain is our pleasure. Thank you for hurting yourself. Let's see if I can get it all the way over there. That was a really good cast that first time. A little bit more to the right that time. I just posted a video today from me catching that 18-inch bass right over here too on the Whopper Plopper. It's the exact same location, but much different circumstances. And much later in the summer too, which still can have an effect if they're being ultra protective and spawning still. Yeah, it was the last it was the last short I posted. That catch was from last year. I forgot, sometime in, I think, September. Get over there. It's a good cast, but still not as far as I want. The wind is taking it good now. I think this is the 3rd cast. I'm trying to keep track. I probably already lost proper count. But I think this is the 3rd, so we got 2 more casts left. Oh my God, what was that? Scared the bejesus out of me. All right, 2 more casts, guys. Hey, Wendy, what's up? I've been thinking of downgrading to a 15-pound test. I just feel like I do like the heavier test for some aspects for snags and stuff, but I feel the 15-pound Power Pro and Suffix just cast so much further. Maybe not so much, but it gives you an extra probably 5 yards, I feel. I think her concussion's going away. Wendy, no, it's been kind of slow since the beginning. We had those couple bites at the beginning, caught that one fish. It's just been a slow go. A lot of people just been fishing here today, but not a lot of catching. All right, last cast. So make sure you double tap that screen for me. Sub if you want to. Hit that bell notification. Then you can know whenever I go live or post something or whatnot. And then, yeah, that's when the magic happens. And you can join the community. You can post in my community tab on the YouTube page if you want to post your catches or your gear, whatever you want to do, go for it. But here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. I'm nervous, guys. I'm not going to catch one though. I shouldn't be nervous. Good cast. I just need a fish to pull me in the water and hit my head like Kevin. I'll be happy then, even if I get a concussion, because that will be a big fish. A 12-pound trout. Damn, that's big. Dude, there's tons of like little fish in front of me just fighting with each other, trying to protect beds and stuff. All right, guys. Well, we didn't get skunked, at least. We had our opportunities. Could have been better overall, but it is what it is. Like I said, the main goal today was trying to catch carp, and that failed miserably. And when that fell apart, now I have 3 rods with me, and it's just harder to move about. Normally, I just like to go with 1 rod so we can kind of move about if it sucks and we can find different areas, but it is what it is, you know. All right, hang on. Ugh. Hey, 1 fish is better than none. It's like 1 concussion is better than 2, but the opposite, right? Let's see here. So hit that double tap like button, whatever you want to call it, sub, come see me on my channel, look at some of my shorts, my other videos if you want. I'm sure you'll be amused. I'm amused by my own content sometimes, so I'm sure you'll be amused. But we'll try to catch some fish tomorrow. No promises on when. I don't even know what the weather looks like tomorrow too, but we'll see if we can get out there. Hopefully the dam, and hopefully some fish, some dam fish, catch some dam fish at the dam. That's usually a good spot. If anything, we can use worms there and catch some big suckers like we did that the other day. That was fun. But everyone, have a good night. Tight lines. We'll see you again soon. And peace. Catch those damn fish.